wait, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Terrapins will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa's offense will have the football first. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll leave it with him. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
Wants to go up top on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Under fire. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Iowa. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Talk about keeping your eyes downfield and then unleashing one on a rope.
And having a guy like that can buy time and beat you down the field with his feet, but also what you said is the most important thing. Keeps his eyes down the field. He's not looking to run the football. He can, but he's looking to do damage and make a big play down the field. Because he had his eyes up, he could do that.
So the Maryland Terrapins offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? You've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hard running there.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They're setting up the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick. The great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Terrapins are in the red zone. Trying the left side. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here's the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by a field goal over USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Slings it. Got a wide open receiver. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Try to get it to the edge. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They got nothing. In fact, they lost a ton on those last 2 runs, and now it's 3rd and a mile. 18 yards to go. Swings it out to the flat. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Harvin. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harvin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Dumps it off in the flats. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got 15-yard line. The Terrapins looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes the easy completion. Runs through the tackle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pocket breaking down. They got it for a sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the 1st down.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's House. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Kane. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Hawkeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He's got him in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, Continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Terrapins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point in the game.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Maryland!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockney and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 10 over USC. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Crosses the 30, he's got to wait. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree. So it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And as he throws, the short hands, it's Harvin. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Going to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just...
Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, the running back has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Terrapins have pushed it inside the 20. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Using the quick game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. Toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now adjusting. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rushes on him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's on things like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. Coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to buy time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Touchdown, Iowa! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 10 over USC. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He now has 72 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Now they moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need
touchdown, Hawkeye! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them, they're down.
Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. On the move. Finding open areas. He's loose. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Iowa. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Terrapins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
It's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Terrapins want to move quickly. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the offense defense can run the football, and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards in his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they're able to make the tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Shakes off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum.